Eric Gibaud, and today I'll bring you good and bad news. The good news, the perfect camera does exist and you probably have it yourself. The bad news, most people don't use it. And it's not a matter of price, it's a matter of the relationship we have with our camera. And today I'm going to speak about this. So let's start. We live in a society where we are obsessed with results. Not just in photography, but in photography we want the best pictures, pro level, incredible pictures, but really most people are not prepared for the process you need to get to these results. This is incredible. In photography, the reward is not only at the end of the road, it's the road itself. And many people forget about this. They feel like the key is the camera, and that's not really the case. This is why I really see the camera as a partner. That can be a love partner, it can be a business partner, but as a partner. The more comfortable you feel with your camera, with your partner, the more, the best the flow is going between you two. And the better you know things, the better you feel, the more you want to do things together. Whether it's an expensive camera or whether it's a really affordable camera. This is exactly the same thing, or a mid-affordable camera, I would say. This is so important. The better the relationship is, the better your picture will be, the more things you want to do. If every time you get your camera, you don't like the buttons, you don't like the menu, you don't like the weight, you don't like how it balances, you don't feel good. If you don't feel good, you don't go out and make pictures. And if you don't go out and make pictures, you will not get the result you want. You will not improve your level. You will not improve your photography. You don't feel good with your camera, there's a problem. So it's so important that to understand that what makes pictures better is really not the camera itself, it's the relationship you have with your camera. If the relationship is good, everything will be fine. If the relationship is no good, that will not work. That's simple. Right now we see, for many years already, but we see a spec war. More megapixel, more dynamic range, more burst speed, more numbers, more everything. But we forget something that is a lot more important than specification, is how you feel with your camera, and do you want to go out and make pictures with it? If you don't want to go out and make pictures with it, that will not work. That will not work. So don't forget that. This is the most important specs. The winning camera when you compare two cameras is not on paper, is the way you feel. And if you want to go out of your house and make pictures, or in your house, but you want to go and make pictures, that's a winner. That's not a specs battle. It's the winner, the one that makes you feel you want to make pictures. But don't forget, right now, speaking about camera, but it's not just camera, it's everything. It's the lens you use on it, it is the flash unit, it is the tripod, it is your backpack, your bag, is everything. If you don't feel nice with what you have, if you don't feel good, if you don't feel in symbiosis with it, you will not use it. If you don't use it, maybe you don't make pictures. If your backpack is really a pain to carry, then maybe you will not go and make the pictures you wanted. Landscape picture, you have to walk for an hour and you will not do it anymore. So you will do less and less and less pictures and go out less and less, and then you will not improve, and then you will abandon maybe. So it's so important. It's not just the camera, it's everything in your gear. It's the whole thing is something you need to have a great relationship with. Otherwise it does not work. If your gear, even if it is the best gear you can imagine, the most expensive, if it doesn't make you feel like going out and make pictures, that's not the gear for you. There is a serious problem there. And then there is an uncomfortable truth about the path, the road to the results. Many people don't train. They don't want to learn photography. They just want results. If you don't train, you will not get the results. Watching videos is great, thank you very much. If they give you some tips, practice them. If they give you some ideas, try to do them. It's useless to see videos and videos and videos of technique, of ideas and everything if you don't practice yourself. It's like if you're speaking to a cook, a chef, and you ask him, what do you cook? Well, I read a lot of recipe books about food. Yes, but what do you cook? I don't cook, I read recipes. You will be laughing. You will think, this guy is a chef, he never cooks, he just reads books? That's ridiculous. Well, it's the same thing. If you see hours of videos or read books and you don't practice with your camera, that's nonsense. You're not a photographer. You're a photographer reader or a photography video watcher, but you're not a photographer. You need to practice what you see, what you learn. So you must learn, you must go and want to not just listen or read or see, you need to practice. That's really important, and many people don't do that. Then you realize they've spent thousands on gear and they don't know their gear. When you get a camera, it doesn't matter if it's expensive or cheap, it doesn't matter. You must get the instruction manual. Read it with your camera in your hand. This does this, where is it on the camera? That does that, how does it? Try it, how does it affect my picture? All this. You need to know your gear by heart. Otherwise, well, you don't feel good. If you actually use your gear and you don't know how you do that, probably you will stop using it or change gear, thinking there's a new feature that is great on the new camera and you did not even know it was already on the one you have. You must know your gear. If you don't know your gear, you will not know their limits. So often people say, oh, this guy is always dressed incredible. Everything he buys goes well. No, that's not true. He just wears what is good for him. He's not wearing things that look bad on him. This is why he always looks good. Same thing for a camera. If you know your camera by heart, you will not ask your camera to do things it cannot do. So you will not be in bad situation, or you will learn how to avoid these situations, or overtake them and make another option, other solution. But for that, you need to know your gear by heart, not just a camera. Any gear you have that is in a relation with photography or with what you want to do, obviously. So it's so important. If you don't know your gear by heart, it will slow you down. That will be a problem. So you will not be happy with it. If you're not happy with it, the relation is not good, so you stop making pictures and you stop improving. This is so important. You must know your gear by heart. Most of the time, the camera doesn't fail. What fails is the relationship between the camera and yourself. If the relationship is good, you will always find a solution to make it work. If the relationship is no good, then you will blame the camera and change gear and you'll keep having the same problems. Your picture will not improve anyway because you will not have the right attitude with your gear. So this is so important. By the way, if you wanted to help me, don't forget I've activated the member area of my YouTube channel. There's a join button just below, and for just €1.99 a month, you get a small star next to your name, so I know you helped me, so I answer your question with priority. Thank you so much. Also have affiliated links in the description, please use them. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo or Aperture by Skylum, you get a 10% discount with my code ERIC10, 10% on top of any offer they have. So use it and you save some money. And with Eric20, you get a 20% discount with Ken Faith, where you will find all the accessories by K&F Concept and more brands. That helps you, that helps me. Thank you so much. Fantastic. Let's carry on. And you see that too many people don't set goals. They just go around, make pictures, but they don't aim at anything. They don't feel like, I want to do that type of pictures, or I want to try this, or I'm going to challenge myself to this or that. They don't do that. The result, they always make the same picture, they're average, and they don't try something different. And they get fed up at the end, they get bored with that. So it's important. A photographer does not need to be an expert in everything, but he should know a bit of everything, and then obviously be a bit deeper or more expert in a type of picture or other. So often you see some people, they say, I don't like flash photography, I like only natural light. And then you dig a bit and you realize that it's not that they don't like flash photography, it's basically they don't know how to use a flash unit. The result is they go for the easy part, the one they really like, because that's the only one they know how to do, or the other way around. Some people do flash photography with everything and they're not happy with natural light because they don't know how to control it or how to use it to their advantage. And that's the problem. So it's so important you know different techniques and you challenge yourself to things you normally don't do. Yes, maybe you think that why should I do that if I don't like it? Well, maybe when you will dominate that type of picture or that techniques, you will use it with the type of picture you like to do, and then that will improve your skills, improve everything. So it's important, challenge yourself to new things, have clearly goals, not just pure luck that, oh, the picture is great, I was lucky. Yeah, that's a big problem. When you start thinking about luck, that's a big problem. Luck is when you are at the right place at the right moment, not because you get the good picture. That's knowledge, this is techniques. But luck is the place and the time. And even when you see the picture of the Concorde that sadly crashed, there are some pictures. The luck was to be at the right place and the right moment, not to get the picture. Getting the picture is knowledge. When you have a volcano eruption, that was not, people was not sure it was going to happen, and you have a fantastic picture, that's not luck. The luck, if we can call it luck, is to be at that place, at that time. It's not to have the right picture, to get the good picture because the person knew how to use a picture, how to use a camera. From the second you bet on luck or think about luck, then they are not your pictures. This is the luck that's making the picture. A good photographer does not have any luck after a while because he's able to reproduce once, twice, 3 times, 10 times, 1,000,000 times the same picture in different situations because his knowledge allows him to adapt himself to any situation, to know how to dominate his gear for what he wants to obtain. That's no luck anymore, okay? So luck is something you cannot base yourself on. Even when you see some fantastic pictures of eclipse with a monument or whatever, and you hear some people telling, oh, it was lucky to be at the right time and the right place. Maybe. But most of these landscape photographers, they've been planning for days and weeks where they will place their camera, the angle, the height, the place, the time, everything. That's no luck. This is calculation to know where to be. This is dominating your skills, dominating your type of photography. This is no luck. If you count on luck, then photography is not your what you have to do. This is just press like this and you see what comes out and that's it. See, if you want to do photography, luck must not be part of it. So the real path to success, I would say, to get the right picture as you want, is training. Not to know more, obviously you will know more, but mainly to doubt less. Making a picture is really making a decision. When do I click? How do I set my camera? Our frame, you making the decision. The more you doubt, the more likely you are to miss your pictures. So it's so important. Training yourself is so key to your success. The more you doubt, the more likely you are to fail. Second, practice. As I said, reading recipe will not make you a great cook if you don't cook. Same thing with photography. You need to practice. The more you practice, the more likely you are to get the right result and the best result. Practice. What you hear, what you test, what you challenge yourself. Practice always. Challenge yourself. Don't forget to challenge yourself to new styles, new situation, new type of photography, new whatever. Challenge yourself. Practice. Try new things. This is so important. That will force you to improve. Get out of your comfort zone, as many people say. Comfort zone is something where we are trapped. If you get out of it, you will probably learn things that will help you for what you already do. So you will improve everything. As I said, the perfect camera does not need to be the most expensive one, the latest one, the nicest one. This is important. This is the one you have the best relationship with. This is so important. And don't forget one thing. If you don't know the camera, you cannot judge if it's for you. But after knowing a camera a lot, if you feel it's not for you, you don't feel comfortable with it, there's no shame in changing cameras. For example, I presented the Ricoh GR3 and GR4 great little cameras. The result they give are great, but I don't like them. I don't like how I feel with it. That's not camera for me. And don't forget, the camera that is for me, maybe is not for you, and vice versa. So this is also why YouTubers, I include myself, we speak about specs, because the way we feel is we can say, oh, I really love this camera. I really, yeah, the feeling in my hand, everything is fantastic. But maybe that will not be your case. So I don't want to influence you on something that is so subjective as how I feel with the camera. I can tell you the specs so you know that what you need to do, what you want to do, it can be done with that camera, okay? But what corresponds to the feeling and everything, this is your part of the road, of the trip. You need to do that for yourself. I cannot do that for you. I can speak for myself, but not for someone else. This is why it is so important when you speak to someone who has a camera and is really happy or unhappy with it. Okay, I try to ask why, but really this camera that is not for him may be for you, and this camera that is for him maybe not for you. This is so important. Take this into account. If you just base yourself on specs, you may spend a lot of money on something you will not feel good with, okay? Or the other way around, sometimes you do need to spend a lot of money because you feel a lot better. I've got my Leica MP here. This is a wonderful camera. I love it. And many people don't like rangefinder. Is it a problem? For them, yes. For me, not. That's the way it is. So don't forget this. Feeling is key to the way you use the camera, the way you want to use it. And if you use it a lot and you feel good, you will improve your picture always. Actually, if you have your camera and I ask you, why do you love this camera? And you say, really? I don't know. I don't know. I just love it. This is love. When we speak about relationship between persons, we say, why do you love this person? Oh, he's so intelligent. This is not love. This is admiration. If you say, oh, because he's really rich, this is not love. This is interest. But if you say, well, I don't know. I just love the way he is. I love him. That's love. With a camera, this is exactly the same thing. If you're not really able to tell why you love this camera, and maybe it's not the best camera, maybe it's not the most expensive one, but you just love it, that's love. This is the camera for you. And if you don't get this feeling, probably this is not the camera for you. But for that, you need to know the camera by heart first. To know that maybe some things you don't love is simply because you don't know it. In a relationship, you need to dig a bit, to spend some time with the person until you know this person is really for you or not, and you for that person. That's so important. If you don't investigate and build a relationship, obviously it will not work. And with your gear, this is exactly the same thing. And you will see that most of the time, if you don't feel good with your camera, it's not a specs problem. It's a relationship problem because you have not worked on it. You have not studied it. You not have built the relationship. And the more you know a camera, maybe you will hate it because there's so many things that are not good for you, but likely will love it every day a bit more. So this is so important. Don't think that the gear is everything. Think that the relationship between your gear and yourself is everything. This is so important. And don't forget that the reward is not just at the end of the road. The reward is the road itself. Enjoy it. Live it. Together, with your camera, with your gear. That's important. So, I hope this video helps you see a bit different the way we should treat our cameras and our gear and the relationship with it, and that will help you maybe get your camera, the ideal camera for you, or the one you have, get an ideal relationship with it and get better pictures and the picture you wanted and you can have, I'm sure. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Small button down here, also a small bell. If you click on the bell, you will get notified when I upload a new video. My website, gibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. Don't forget, I've activated the member area of my YouTube channel. That's a join button just below, and for just €1.99 a month, you get a small star next to your name, so I know you helped me. So I answer your question with priority. happy. Thank you so much. Also have affiliated links in description. Please use them. That really helps me. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo or Bertie Boy's Coilum, get 10% discount with my code ERIC10. 10% on top of any offer they have. So still place your code and you save some more money. And with ERIC20, you get a 20% discount on K&F website, where you will find all the accessories by K&F Concept and more brands. So use it. That saves you some money. That helps me. Everyone happy. Thank you so much. Also leave you my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.